Welcome back from that short break, and we kick things off on Saturday with another championship chasing team in Manchester City playing a Fulham side team that they beat 2-0.
Yeah.
Aguero getting one of the goals in that particular game, of course, as well as Silva. Fulham, after that loss, if they lose in their next fixture, they're back into the championship.
Yeah, I think they are already preparing for it. They are going down because their displays all season have showed that, and I do not know why they fail to change. We say Tony playing the ball from the back is fancy football. I don't know why Fulham is doing that over Man City. Both goals they conceded because of playing from the back, and it was so surprising that a team of that caliber.
They kept doing it.
They kept doing it and making error after error, and I think they deserving, so they need to go down.
Very, very interesting. Their caretaker manager Scott Parker has come and said right now they must be thinking about the championship. Don't forget they play against a Watford side that's very, very in form tonight in the Premier League. That game coming on at 9:45 p.m. Very, very interesting. Fulham, I think they did a lot of investment, but maybe not in the right areas. They brought in a goalkeeper that's leaked in a lot of goals. For a goalkeeper like Sergio Rico, he's a defender, he's a goalkeeper that should be doing better in this Fulham side. Maybe they'll take a look at themselves in the championship and be able to bounce back. They have the quality in the squad to be able to bounce back immediately from the championship. But Manchester City getting themselves 3 good points that keep them chasing Liverpool, now having 77 points in that second place in the Premier League. So that was very, very brilliant for Pep Guardiola. Manchester United kicking things off there after that game with their new permanent boss Ole Gunnar Solskjaer beating Watford 2-1 in a game that was very tricky for Manchester United, especially in the closing stages. Yeah,
very tricky, Tony. And you look at the closing stages because of the scoreline. But overall, I think Watford bossed the game. They even had better attempts on target over Man United. It's just United just accepts the win that they got 3 points, but the display was so poor. I thought in a coach's first game as a new manager, he should have had blistering football. But maybe again,
it's not the time for showing off.
It's not time for showing off. But he says maybe because the players were returning from internationals, the rhythm was off there. But they have a game tonight for us to check on and see that are they that good over Wolves. But against Watford, I thought Manu was poor. Even if Rashford had a good goal, I thought the pass from Shaw was amazing there. Then we had a tap in from Martial, who later leaped out. I thought maybe he's a bit injured, but there are hopes that he's going to be back the Manu side. Now they've been knocked off the top 4. They are sneaked in there. They're back to 5th. But they'll be hoping that if they can sneak in some results, they'll be back in the top 4.
Of course, a win for them tonight against a Wolves side that dumped them out of the FA Cup, don't you forget. Will get them straight back into the top 4 before the rest of the teams play their football. They are very, very interesting. Manchester United getting those 3 very, very crucial points. You can't afford anything other than a win right now in the Premier League. Big results there. And on Sunday, we saw a lot of very interesting scenes in Wales. Cardiff losing in interesting circumstances to a Chelsea side that was poor on the day. They lost that game 1-2.
Yeah, Tony, it was a very painful game. I kept watching it saying, where's VAR? It's all what was running in my mind. We need VAR.
Cardiff. We talk about this relegation threatened sides coming up with big performances. If you're a Cardiff coach, you definitely want at least a point from this game. Yeah,
a point was scarce because it's a booster, especially over Chelsea. That's something you can tell the team, we can get points now against any other team. But they're now stuck at 28 points, and with 5 points off the team above them, I think they are going down. And if they are going down, they'll remember this entire season with just that decision, Tony.
They'll definitely remember that game. They took the lead with Victor Camarasa, brilliantly taken goal there in that particular game. But of course, the offside goal from Azpilicueta, I think, changed the momentum of the game in the dying stages. And then, of course, we had the last gasp winner from Ruben Loftus-Cheek, that substitute that came into that particular game there. Where does Sarri go from here? He was booed in this particular game. A lot of the fans are calling for his head.
Yeah, Tony. I mean, he played it down by saying, let's look at the final result. But players, the fans are watching it real time, and they're giving their feedback immediately. They're emotional. They need a win, and if that is the performance, yes, they'll go with the win and say thank you so much, sorry. But that is not a performance they will expect not to be proud of. No, they know United was there and hit 5. They should be getting 3 or 4 goals there.
Very, very interesting. And of course, it was also curious to see that Eden Hazard was left out of the starting 11 in this one. N'Golo Kante was left out. Callum Hudson-Odoi, a player that we think is a brilliant player, was not even given a chance in this particular game. So it's very, very interesting to see how stubborn Sarri can be in these selections. Very, very interesting. But of course, Chelsea got 3 points that keep them chasing the leading pack. Now into 6th place on 60 points, just 1 point behind Spurs and Manchester United, and 3, of course, behind Arsenal. There is a run-in that we are going to be looking at very, very interestingly in this coming few weeks in the Premier League. Chelsea getting those 3 points, and on Monday night, last night, we had a very good performance from Arsenal. And their Starman Ozil coming back into the fold. They got a 2-0 win over Newcastle. Yeah,
Tony, I mean, we've said before that if Arsenal keep playing an attacking side, then we don't see them slipping up, given the fixtures that they have. We all see them winnable on paper, of course. But I love when Ozil is in the team. He makes every player tick well. There was no shaka, but Guendouzi did a good job. I thought it was so right, Tony, to play one striker that's Lacazette ahead of Aubameyang, because in case results don't go your way, you need a spark from the bench. So well done, Unai Emery. When I look at the Arsenal team, the momentum is with them, and I think they might go all the way.
It will be very interesting to see how Arsenal finish the season. We know that most of their games right now are away from home, which has been a pain point for Unai Emery all season. Even in the Europa League, he has been struggling while away. So it will be very interesting to see how he reacts in those games. Very, very blistering results that we had over the weekend, with all the top 6 sides apart from Tottenham, winning all their games, and of course that Tottenham loss coming at the hands of Liverpool, who are still in the driving seat for the Premier League trophy there. Big sins now after the weekend team. Huddersfield have been relegated after that loss to Crystal Palace.
Tony.
Fulham follow them tonight against Watford.
I suspect Fulham will go down tonight. Worst case, they have a week or 2 in the Premier League, but it's all written on the stars that they're going down.
Very, very interesting there. Of course, big results all round. Tonight, don't forget, we have Wolves. They'll be taking on Manchester United at 9:45 p.m. as well as Watford taking on that Fulham side, with them not intending to lose any point in that particular game, anything other than a win or a draw, and they are down into the championship. Very, very interesting. We'll be bringing you more of the news as it unfolds on our social media pages, the Tony and Tim Show. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, share our videos, invite your friends to follow us, and click on the link given to you below to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well, to never miss any of the videos that we put out each and every week. For now, we have nothing left to say. Goodbye and enjoy tonight.
Goodbye.